Hi, everyone. Welcome to My Million Dollar Movie and the first radio interview that I've ever done. I sound like a knob, and I hope you get a good laugh out of it. But it was broadcast across the nation and on CBC Radio 1's satellite. So the feed dropped out quite a bit as I was recording it off my computer, and I've just clipped out that 2-3 minute chunk of silence, and there was some stuff that wasn't there as far as me talking about the project taking place in Montreal, and the fact that I'm only really wanting to work with people who believe in the project and are not in it for the money. So that being said, take a listen.
I understand Freestyle was one of the first shows in the world to talk to the One Red Paperclip guy. Is this true?
Yeah, we spoke to Kyle McDonald early in his attempts to trade the red paperclip for a house. We got on that bus. In fact, we were driving that bus. We got on board when he still had a fish pen or something like that, I think, long before he made that final trade for that house in Kipling, Saskatchewan.
Well, I hope he still remembers you when,
Yeah.
now that he's nice and big and famous. It's becoming a huge trend now. You need tuition, you start a website asking people to donate.
Yeah, some students at Dalhousie just started that.
And, of course, there's the $1 Million homepage.
He's the guy who sold the pixels, I think, at $100 each or something to raise $1 million US for him.
That's right. Well, now we've got Casey Walker. He is a Montreal director who has worked on music videos and on the kids shows of Boomafoo.
Loves the Boomafoo.
And he is now trying to make his first film, but he doesn't have the cash. So he too has gone to the internet to try to raise money, $1 million Canadian, at his website, mymilliondollarmovie.com, which he just launched this week. So Casey, what are you asking people to do? Are you looking for donations?
Well, no, I'm not looking for donations at all, Marcia. It's a completely different basis than these other sites that have been up. They have led the way. However, I'm not asking for people to just give me money. I'm asking for people to essentially buy a piece of my film and participate in the filmmaking process.
Does that mean they would get some money back then if the film was a big success?
If the film made money, yes, they're more. They have to make money back. It's a business. I'm not trying to screw anyone over or just get a freebie here.
So can you just explain how it works?
Well, the site's been up for about a week, and what happens is people go and look at it. They have the opportunity to look at frames that are there, and I've broken down the investment structure into frames, kind of like pixels. You buy a frame on the film for $10, and you're allowed to post pics, video, a link to your website. Now, by owning that frame, that's yours. And when the film is made, and if we do reach a profit situation, you'll make your share of the profits based on the amount of frames you own.
So why this way as opposed to, say, government grants or going right to the big-time studios?
I don't know anyone in the big-time studios. I don't know any Hollywood power brokers. I don't have an uncle who knows someone who worked with someone who's Steven Spielberg's masseuse. And I've seen a lot of friends go through the studio or the government grant systems here in Canada, and it's not that they're a bad thing. They've helped Canadian film for so long, but it's a long process, and I'm not the most patient person, so I guess mothers or I want to get it done, so I had to come up with a different way.
So since you don't know Steven Spielberg or Steven Spielberg-esque kind of people to be your producers, do the people who then contribute money become producers?
Yep, everyone gets a credit as an associate producer at the end of the film, and for people that are interested in much larger contributions, we're also open to speaking about being executive producers. In that case, they'd still be buying frames the same as everyone else, but they'd receive credit at the head of the film, and there's the possibility of visiting the set and meeting people, stuff like that.
Man, that's going to be a long credit roll.
Yeah, well, it could very possibly be the longest in history. However, I think Clerks 2 will probably beat us there, only because they added the first 10,000 names on the film's MySpace page to the credits. Mm-hmm. So that it may be really hard to beat that.
And will all these producers then also have a say in what takes place as well?
Unfortunately not. That would be a little too crazy.
A lot of cooks.
Yeah, I think it would spoil the broth there. So I'm pretty tight in the film I want to make. My vision's pretty clear, and I am working with my best friend who is a producer. We have collaborated with the writer to bring it to this stage, and we're very happy with it. Any feedback or changes that will be made will be done once we've attached talent to the picture, and it's how they perceive the characters after that. Small changes that'll be made.
Okay, so you have to tell us about the film, I guess. The broth that you don't want spoiled. It's called Free for All But You.
Yeah, it's a romantic sex comedy in the vein of There's Something About Mary, Chasing Amy, or Bottle Rocket. And I'm not going to go too into detail, but basically two guys fall for the same girl who's committed to 7 other people.
Oh, she sounds like an interesting cat there.
It takes place in Montreal. And we'll be renting everyone that will be participating, because I'm only trying to work with people that believe in the project, not people that are only in it for a job or the quick cash.
And in a perfect world, when are you hoping to start production?
Perfect world. I'd love to start shooting this next spring. The success of the $1 Million movie, or the $1 Million homepage, showed that the money could be raised in 6 months. I'm giving myself 8 to 10, and once we get the push going, I think it's very possible that it's going to happen. Worst case scenario, we'll shoot in the fall.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you on the red carpet. Casey Walker is a wannabe film director living in Montreal. His website is mymilliondollarmovie.com.